Hello viewers all around the world, welcome to the PGM Show. I am your host, Sineti Mojue. The PGM is an organization where God fashioned for help Africans and succeed without corruption and injustice. Everybody will don't move from zero to high level of sustainable success, don't implement the principles of one of the can learn at the show today. Before I proceed further, however, I would like to allow my co-host to introduce yourself to us.
Thank you very much, Sine. Thank you for having me on the show. I am Sia Christina James, a patriotic Sierra Leonean. I'm humbled to be part of today's show as your co-host.
Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction, Sia. May people them inside the show today, we get a life-changing documentary who they present to now very soon. And this documentary, the show get for revolve around. The documentary, I don't get for land, the principles of what they say, everybody will don't move from zero to high level of sustainable success don't apply now in life. Before we move to the actual video documentary, I want to highlight two key benefits we want to get for receive from this particular video. Firstly, in a real life story, now we just translate into a documentary, and then secondly, they provide a comparative analysis. Because what can happen every morning, afternoon, or evening or night, what will there in that corruption? And the notion is that corruption better pass any other way for pursue success, for achieve success. So we know they take the time for really do a study, say a highly corrupt somebody, and somebody also we don't invest heavily in personal development and hard work and see in life how things unfold. Not only financially, but also other qualitative benefits like peace, long life, respect, and all. So we want to pay careful attention as the documentary get for play, and we'll be right back in the studio for analyze the story.
As time changes, so do people. Time thus changes our interests. Time can add to our growth or decreases it. Over time, people forget what they really need and just focus on what they want. Here are two best friends who went through it all together to attain the same level of education, but with different perspectives about wealth and success as they enter the employment world. The one became satisfied with the side cuts, whilst the other, against all odds, upheld its principle of going the legal way and adding value to make an honest increase in earnings.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Maria.
Steve, how may I help you, please?
Actually, I'm here to clear my container, but I've gone to different departments and have been facing challenges to clear the container. So I'm here to discuss with you. Since you are the senior officer of this department.
So, what's the issue?
Well, the importation tax is so high, and looking at the computation concluded, it's 200 million. But I'm here for you to evade this tax. I will give you 40 million so that you will evade the tax for me, so I'll not pay the tax.
Madam, I'm very sorry. I have to turn it down. You also have to understand from the ethical point of view, I cannot cheat on the nation and breach the code of ethics of my organization. Please, I have to turn it down.
There are better ways of fending and adding to our financial capacity, but it takes time,
Madam, I'm very
determination,
sorry.
patience, and endurance.
Uncle, why? I see that lady come on in vex, so I don't look happy. What's happened? Hey man, 40 million nowadays, not easy. What are picking money down there? I see he just watch that lady come also in vex one. The way they watch myself, I don't like her. Hey man, this is your own business, I don't understand.
Me know they do one.
Really? Man, I don't understand. 40 million? We are talking about 40 million here, my brother. These days, things not easy. 40 million, out of picking money. So why? I don't understand. Oh God. I really don't know again what to do anyway. But is there no other way we will able to patch these things? Or this particular thing, I don't know what's going to happen.
Brother, make it go through.
procedure now they carry some things inside this place. Me and you know for the think about anything there. The office today.
Hey brother, if you want to let Africa go before, I will say self-therefore initiate a change. Change the start with you and me. And for this, I'm not a bank for nobody.
It has been said that life has 3 C's: challenges, courage, and conquer. Simply put, life has challenges, but we must be courageous if we want to conquer. So it's your choice to make.
Man, I want to reconsider. I'm here you today inside. I want to reconsider. I'm here you today. No, there was no other person. And I'm here and you two no more. Reconsider very well.
Yes, boss.
Yes, how are they? So,
How you, boss?
hope they enjoy these days.
Small, boss.
Face all the shine. On the coat, let's pass me. See the shoe? Man, this man. Anyway, hey, man. So, say now any other issue. This money issue. This money not a small money. It's not 40 million US petrol cost. You understand? So, I really want to taking this contract here and this lady. I want to accept this lady. I want to favor. Anyway, you understand? I don't know no more, but it's not a small money.
I know, bro, but what you said they think about? Also, like this time, my very first job, and like Ryan and I made it take care of the family and all that. If I lost this job, it would cost me a lot. For them, I go to come back now, to begin fame. So, business, no easy as salon, bro.
I know.
I know. They think about us.
I know all that, you understand? But this, another nothing for do with this job you come on right now. Because this job now, you understand? But this 40 million, man, it will become money this. It will become money this. You begin a salary, then fees you get for pay, rather. You get for pay fees. The last time I imagine say now, even Mr. Kuma, I think now he trusts to buy where he pay that for fees. I remember all that stuff like that. Man, they ain't seen enough for the apple. A big man now, he work. You know? Understand?
But like, what to me says is stand on. I will say the difference. You know, right now, like, Marca lost this. It will be really difficult for me. And you know, so now, like,
Corruption is a crime all over the world, and our beloved Sierra Leone is not an exception. In the year 2000, the Anti-Corruption Act came into effect and the Anti-Corruption Commission was established. Any contrary behavior to the provisions of the Act is a crime and is punishable by law, and the Commission so far has been largely effective.
So I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like, you go give man tell him and get a thought about him. You don't think about him. Small.
So thing is when like you begin a think about self. I don't understand.
When people start indulging corruption, it becomes a means of survival, and they try to involve people because corruption is best practice when it's an enterprise. One person can lure you and mess your whole life. What will be your excuse? Survival? But there is no excuse for corruption.
Yes, but sorry, I've been inside office. Monday will pick you call. Just come out if you can talk to me. Yeah, bro, I know, but like I only give me time. I only patient me, bro. Big, I defend that money, please. I only patient me. Yeah, I understand. I know say don't say, boss. I understand. But I really want to patient me. So like, what you will get time, I will give you, please. Because I know we go to that extent now, please. I know just manage them small. Take my defend this money here, but I trust. I know say the game boss. Well, don't know go much this far. What I know do, I only wait for me till tomorrow. Yeah? No, see what will happen. Maybe tomorrow I'll try for work things out and give you. Yeah? Please, Lord, wait till tomorrow, big, yeah. Okay, boss, dear, give me time till tomorrow. I'll call you during the day, maybe after 12, please, yeah. Okay, boss, thank you very much, man. We'll talk. Yes, baby. How you doing? Adios. Well, I be don't talk to him, Chicha. Yeah, me and I be don't talk. I be don't talk to him. I still like wait for me till this month to don't pay the picking fees. You don't drive her again? Yeah, me and I be talk. We'll talk. Okay, well, now see by waiting go happen till tomorrow. Wow, if I come, maybe you go talk work and house, yeah? Okay, baby, calm down, eh? No stress yourself much. Okay, love you. Okay, bye-bye.
Stand your grounds, because corruption is a slow poison that harms not only yourself but more so the poor, your nation as whole, and even the unborn generation. Corruption in any shape or form and or at any stage or class is a crime. It's easy to be satisfied with illegal earnings, and spending it is also very easy. Then we lose direction and we feel like this is what life should be, when in actual fact, it should never be so. Remember, anything that comes so easy and fast melts away in a twinkle of an eye, and we are left no longer at ease for the rest of our lives.
All this pursuit of education. After all, money is the end game. My salary is so small and can't meet my huge family demands. Why don't I join my colleagues and start making extra money instead of wasting my time, energy, and the small money I'm making on wanting more education? He's getting into your hair. Don't allow him. Remember, money is not something you pursue. It is something you attract by becoming somebody of value. The more valuable you become, the more success and money you attract. Be patient as you add more value to yourself. Once you complete this course, your earning will obviously increase. In times of trial, it is hard to stand your ground, but don't compromise your integrity. Pursue wealth creation that is sustainable and free of risk.
Congratulations, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Wow. So happy for you.
Yeah, though it was not easy,
Yeah.
but I think now I'm comfortable.
Wow.
And I'm expecting to be more comfortable as I continue to gain more experience and excel in my career.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm very much happy for you, my brother.
Thank you.
Congratulations once.
Thank you.
My brother. Wow. Wow. Bro, you really need to help me now with what's on the ground.
Yes, you're my brother. And thus I have warned you severally before this thing. Don't get involved into this deal. And yeah, you've messed up. And you know I can't mix matters.
Ever giving or go against your principles for something that will take away your peace, for peace is priceless. Corruption has only one end. It leaves you shattered with a regretful life, and most of all, takes away your respect. Doing the right thing, on the other hand, comes with peace and a very fruitful and fulfilling life, and most importantly, it guarantees you success that lasts. Remember that integrity counts. The rewards of personal growth are everlasting. Corruption is against human rights. It hurts the poor the most. Corruption is immoral. It destroys our beloved continent. Corruption is unjust. It's a criminal activity.
Welcome back to the PGM Show. I've been your host, Sineti Mojwe, and of course my co-host, Sia. So, may people then, we all don't watch the documentary and we don't see what happen. Although money not to everything in our life, but money very important. So we want to see how the money business play between them two people. Yeah? The corrupt senior officer and the hardworking senior officer, they enter at the same time, they get the same salary. So 3.5 and be then take home. But the corrupt person they make an extra of 20 million, say every year 20 million. So per annum, in they make like 62 million, while the hardworking senior officer they make just 42 million. So this is another stage in way they can able to afford to buy motor car and other things, and people they admire them. Oh man, the job sweet and all those things. So, but what did happen? Over the course of the years, the hardworking senior officers now all see been they doing correspondent course, so they'll be able to complete a master's. After a period of 3 years, they been get promotion, we get a master's, and then a salary been get for change. They begin for get now 30 million leons because it go to a managerial rank at the organization. So this other the corrupt senior officer still they gain 20 million through corruption. Then some salary increment will take place and salary go 4.5 million. So per annum if they make like 74 million euros, but the hardworking senior officer aim they make 360 million leons. So if we now look, the first 3 years, the corrupt one make 186, the hardworking one make 126 million euros. So we now see the difference. Then the next 3 years after that, with the hardworking senior officer don't get promotion, when salary increase, in now they make 1,080 million leons per annum. Whilst this corrupt person make 222 million leons. So after 3 years, the hardworking senior officer been get director level promotion, and his salary been get for double to 60 million leons. So if we now look, and now they get 720 million leons per annum. Whilst some other increment will take place, the corrupt person in salary will go up to 5 million. But of course, it's still there on this corruption thing, so if they get extra of 20 million on average. So for the whole year, if they make 320 million, whilst this guy they now make 2,880 million leons. So if we look in 10 years, the total money we the corrupt officer make now 728 million leons. And then the hardworking senior officer make 4,086 million leons. So if we extrapolate another 10 years on the same salary what they get, the corrupt senior officer make 800 million leons, and then the hardworking senior officer make 7,200 million leons. So if we look over a period of 20 years, the corrupt senior officer make 1,578 million leons, whilst the hardworking one make 11,286 million leons. So we all don't see the finances how it play. Although this beneficiary are the best it do, we all don't see what happen. The guy almost get 10 times within that other 1 billion they get over the years. So this is not just the financial aspect, and life is not all about money. Money very important. Of course, the story don't prove say yes, the man still earn money past one will be corrupt, but other qualitative factors and we need to consider where this guy benefit from because he pursue hard work and personal development. For example, it will benefit from expertise. It will become an expert in an area because he learn more. It can become a consultant. Even after retirement, if you want, he can get your own farm because he know his job, he know his skill, he get the expertise. Peace of mind go there. Family support will be guaranteed. And then also, when you person don't retire, you know, say you end up serving benefit, your pension, all they revolve around the salary you be get, not only the corruption you be involved in. And because this man's salary be as high as 60 million, you can see say definitely get very good pension we get for receive every month, even after retirement. So we're gonna move now for talk on the dangers in the context of the story we don't watch, and then generally other dangers that people dey encounter for involving corruption.
I believe so the viewers they don't get most of the points then because they don't watch the movie and they don't see how everything happen.
Yeah.
I want to touch the area wherein the other man were involved in corruption. Now the movie how it end up because corruption not a good thing and no one let anybody copy corruption. So I try for analyze that particular area there wherein pursue personal development will lead them into that corruption because as they say hard work pays. Just because being work hard and try for developing self and get the right knowledge for get that position there where the other man end up forget. So he end up in corruption. And corruption na bad thing. And I believe say in pikin they not go proud of him, in family they not go proud of him. At the end of the day, they go end up for suffer because na in the able and say na go can help them pay their school fees, their bills and all that. And at the end of the day, he end up in prison, so he's not able to help in family at all. And not a good example to the society, to the country as a whole, because the taxes they way for bring money, income to the nation, he try for boycott them for your selfish interest. So based on that, it's not a good example to the nation. And I want to explain a little bit about some of the dangers of corruption in the society or in the country as a whole. One is lack of good service, because if this man where he gets the qualification but he not get the connection, then he not also get money for pay for letting employ another particular office, then this man away he not get the qualification, he get the money for pay, then he get the connection for letting employ another office, he not go able to deliver well, he go give bad service to the society. So these are some of the dangers of corruption. Good service not good. Then maybe the money don't come for the nation. Say where they and make good rules. Then the money are like 10 million leons, for example. Then they use only 5 million for make the rules. That 5 million the way they use no go give quality rules, because after where they don't make the rule that 5 million there, 1 year, 2 year you go see the road and you get potholes because the money not enough for buy the thing the way needed for make that road. And then the balance 5 million then go pocket time for their own personal interest. Then the nation will go astray. So then they go make the nation not go develop, which is bad for our beloved nation Sierra Leone. So I believe say we get a lot of dangers of corruption, but I just try for name few for the viewers for letting them know say corruption na a bad thing and for avoid that.
People then for provide further evidence as to how all the principles that we don't talk about don't help we as individuals in our own lives. I will share a very short part of me career so far and how to apply them principles there and how they don't help me. So I began my career basically with Goal Ireland International. After I graduate 2015 May, in August I get a job, and then December I began my course straight away because I've been the work now at Trujong, a very remote community. So I've been there to do my course. I began my CCA. So over the course of 1 year, I'm able to do 4 papers. My fourth paper actually now be there on way I get a job with my current organization where I work for Winner World Vision. So I kind of World Vision, they wait for me 4th result for come out in my CCA course. When I 10 in total, I for complete. So I come, of course, I meet people in the department, 2 people then we don't tell in the department. So in 1 year, 3 months time, we will get a restructuring process where there be need for leave people then off and we apply again. and I be only two people they need. And at the time of the restructuring, I be don't go far with my course because I be still the study work and free time. And by that time, I be don't get 7 out of the 10 what I be they look for. So it put me in a very good position, and to the glory of God, day like today, na me they had the edit function as far as I'm concerned. Although me technical line manager did not kind of really supervise me. So that's how me don't experience the entire what they talk about practically. So every month when my salary they go to my account, only God knows the joy what they feel in my heart. Then this year below me friend at office where my salary drop. And so I celebrate. I say yes, thanks be to God. So to me it brings a lot of joy. Honestly, if you make genuine money and you discipline yourself, you manage them well, you see you can balance the grow up genuinely, it brings a lot of joy and satisfaction and peace of mind. And of course, I definitely get for continue for growing in my career path because the qualification already there. I can get better jobs with I get now, but there are times not to waiting you to get from the job, but whether you become where you perform that particular job for the organization. So this is my own personal experience, and I hope I don't see how me save their plan in my life and how it don't help me so far.
Okay, so just as me host don't analyze your own personal experience, me say the try for come and say small thing about my own personal experience what I been get over the years. After college, I've been there na host they wait for government the government can help me because na that we believe. When we come college we for sit down they wait for government for let them employ we, for let we get job before we dey begin do anything. But I realize say if I sit down na host 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, because I don't see people that dem dey na host 1 year, 2 years, 3 years and not still get job they still dey wait on government for the government employ them. So I say no. In my own case, I need for do something. I need for go into something wey go help me. While I'm waiting, I decide for going into business. Wherein I be the buying Ghanaian things, then the African stuff. Then I dey send am to my younger sister Naton for it go dey sell for me. I still dey Ghana, you know. So I be dey send her, dey sell, send the money to me. I dey send her, dey sell, send the money to me. And not be much what I be start. I start with little. I start with like 12 pair. 12 pair slippers now I start with. But at the end of the day, I be able to make some money wey help me for like buy items them. And now I can boast say I get not a lot of money, but I get some certain amount where I be able to manage for do the business. Out of that business, I be able to take care of myself. I be able to take care of my families. So this I want me we learn. We not can only depend on one thing. If you don't come on college, you don't come. You don't need for wait until government give you job. You get for attach yourself somewhere. I believe say from there you go get other opportunities.
So me people them most often I would ask, okay, what's not the solution? If first in this kind of situation, yeah, as we don't see in the film. So we want to see if we can provide some advice. Of course, that's not to excuse say, we face challenges or the pains of life, we experience some. But at least waiting reasonable enough way the corrupt officer for don't do for avoid them problem there we don't face. Firstly, if I don't think about personal development, if possible, like I tell now in my own personal experience. As I get me job, I begin invest in me academic achievements then. So if I don't think about that, firstly, and then if that not the work because salary looks small, you can also think about another source of income. So you can pursue business initiatives them who could get more money as the time they run out. And sometimes if things too tight, you can even make some arrangement with some dealer where you can advertise the phone on media. For example, if a phone you want to sell. If somebody comes say one time, 2, 3 people, then you rush, use the cash, buy the phone and bring them and make the sales immediately. Another way again, I get a story where every way somebody starts a business with no capital at all. but if you get for do with integrity and family affiliations. Because if you get for talk to him uncle, say you get this particular thing where they sell, let your uncle give him the money and you go bring the item. Because your uncle trust them, you give him the money. So you go buy the item with the money where your uncle give him, we profit already the day, and they can't make the sales. So you turn over that money a lot of times, and then that's so you become a millionaire. So that can be another option. If things that tight that even business there is no way out, to me, no man is an island. You can go to your family and friends because then are the last resort. Corruption not an option because a better lad they get me 2 million every month, although I dey struggle, than they sack me, I go zero and the family suffer. So now them three things I may go recommend at least if you in any kind of situation there. I know say most of food they encounter them kind here every day. Then can advise you one forgive, follow and apply.
Exactly. Then the next thing again is that we get forget patience. We know everybody want get rich, everybody want get a better life, but you get for patient and work towards that better life and work towards that riches. Because if you say you dey take shortcuts, then at the end of the day you go end up in prison. You go end up being disgraced. You're not a good person where the youth them where they come up go learn from. And we want good model in the society. People that when they come, then they impact the society positively, not to the one when they come and impact the society negatively. The next thing I want to talk about again na hard working. We need for be hard working in any area where we find we safe. Not say because this job I do now job so I'm not too like man. For the meantime, just do am with all the heart. I believe say where you work hard, you will get the benefits and you will get a peace of mind. Because I know say I work for this thing. And even it will help you for lay all that in the tight. Because anything where you know work for, where you get you know they hold and fine. But anything where you suffer for, where you get them, you go hold and fine, you go value them. So I believe say if we learn that thing and they it will help we follow involve ourselves into corruption. If we work hard and we know say this me work I don't do now out of there I don't make me money. Out of it, you go be proud self, go they talk and people tell you picking them, whether they come up and all those things. So I believe say maybe we learn them thing and they will be hardworking, they will get a lot of patience.
So now we move to the lessons them hopefully say one for learn from this video. The first one we're going to talk about now the two pain way you must experience if you get for achieve success. The pain of discipline and the pain of regret. No matter what you do, you must face one of them. Either you face the pain of discipline now by burning the midnight candle and study hard or do your business and expand, or you involve in something illegal and then face the consequences and regret everything. So you're not able to avoid them two day. The pain of discipline, the pain of regret. And me the advice not for go the pain of discipline. Because once you pay the price now, then in the future, nothing will come over and bug you. Everything will be sustainable. Then the second point I want to talk about now that not to waiting they happen, they determine your future. Now waiting you do about waiting they happen. We always waiting happen at the documentary. There also be in difficult circumstances, of course, but we see waiting happen. Waiting the corrupt person do and waiting the hardworking person do. Now determine their future. Then they don't end up in jail and this one don't end up for get promotion and look the kind of money they get. So now the two key lessons and the way we get for this documentary.
Yeah, my own lessons I learned from this documentary. One, I learned say what am I for be hardworking, for pursue dreams and aspirations in life. And the second thing is a lot try for maintain integrity. Integrity counts. Learn nothing not take that away from we. And also I learned say corruption not a good thing because I not go want man end up in prison or man lose me respect in society. So these are some of the things, the key things that we may learn from the movie.
Thank you very much. So viewers when I don't see, when I don't learn, and now we try for draw the curtain for close the show. So I will ask my co-host here for giving closing remarks, and then Mr. will give me closing remarks, then we'll close the show.
Okay. First of all, we thank Una for watch this great show, and I want to encourage everybody where they watch this particular show. Yeah, we believe so. Una be don watch the first video and una be like am so much and una be contact we say una need more of we. If una really need more of we, I want let una come in, let una support we financially so that we will move forward with this great vision we don start. I know say if una help we go all put them together, we go make this work.
Okay, so Mr. Van Hotel, I thank you. My closing statement now that all the time it's like with the point finger say now they corrupt. So it's like at the point finger on Sia say now and then this Sia said the point finger on me say now they corrupt. So effectively now to we self with the point. So now we self need for change if change get for happen in Africa. Mm-hmm. And at the leave out Barack Obama in quote we say change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. Mm-hmm. We are the ones who've been waiting for, we are the change that we seek. So if you think that you want Africa change, don't sit down and grumble, come join this fight. Then we move and see what thing we will be able to do for make sure that Africa become that shining light and the hilltop of the whole world. Exactly. So I tell you now thank you till we see again. Thank you so much.